Hello everyone, welcome to this Gold Weekly Forecasting. Well, if you guys had watched my past video, the only thing that I was saying in the past videos is that gold is targeting these two monthly equal high and will most likely reach those equal high in this month April on the newly monthly candle. So the newly monthly candle will most likely target this area. So this is a relative equal high, which is obvious liquidity. But the reason why I'm bullish on gold for the next month is because this monthly candle right here will be closing as in engulfing bullish monthly candle, or we can even say a bullish order block. Well, the reason for that is because we broke the previous monthly candle high. So this is already giving us the indication that the new monthly candle from from the month April will be bullish and it will be targeting these two relative equal high. So we broke the previous monthly high to confirm the bullish trend on the monthly chart. I do have some candlestick knowledge, so this is the reason. So this is the most simplistic way to tell you guys that the new monthly candle will be bullish and will continue the move to the upside. So let's go on to the weekly chart. When we go on to the weekly chart, no, I'm not done yet. I will be adding the monthly low. So this is the monthly high, and this is the monthly low. So when we go on to the weekly chart, so if you guys had watched my previous video, I told you guys that I was expecting gold to drop into this weekly fair value gap to eventually go long, but that did not happen anymore. We did not drop into the weekly fair value gap. So I'll be going on to framing the weekly range, the previous weekly range, because we are still trading inside of that range. So this is previous week low, and this is obviously previous weekly high, and this is our target for the week. So right now gold is targeting the previous weekly high and these two relative equal high on the long-term basic. So when we go into the daily chart, we can clearly see that we have broken structure from this area and we are continuing the movement to the upside. Plus we also respected this bullish mitigation block. So we respect this bullish mitigation block. So this is also giving us more indication that gold will be continuing its up movement to the upside. But this is not only my confirmation. When we look at the daily chart, when we look at today's daily candle, we can clearly see another engulfing candle on the daily chart. Or you can call it a bullish FE candle, or you can clearly see that we are seeing a breaker block on this area, a bullish breaker block, or a bullish head and shoulder pattern. But of course, if you don't have any knowledge about candlestick and you will say this is not a head and shoulder pattern, this is not a bullish breaker block. But when I go to the lower time frame, I will be explaining it to you guys why there is a bullish breaker block in this area, why there is a bullish head and shoulder pattern in this area, why there is a bullish Quasimodo pattern in this area to confirm the bullish trend to the upside. So when we look at today daily candle and yesterday daily candle, we took out previous day low and we took out previous day high. So this is nothing more than confirming to us that the daily candle of tomorrow will give us some kind of little retracement and then continue the movement to the upside and target the previous week high. But this zone is obviously too large for us to trade in. So we need to refine it on the 4 hour and the 1 hour chart. When we actually go to the 1 hour chart, what do we see? If you go into the line chart, we can clearly see another bullish head and shoulder pattern in this area, or you can see a Quasimodo pattern or a breaker block. So when we go on to the 4 hour chart, we can see a bullish breaker block in this area. So this is the stop hunt, and this is basically the chalk. Plus, on the bright side, we can also see a mitigation block on the 4-hour chart, meaning that this area is a point of interest for us to look for long. So I will be deleting this big zone right here, so it will be no longer a use to me. So now that I got my 4-hour zone, my goal for tomorrow is to wait for some kind of retracement into this area to go long. I will be waiting for some kind of retracement to this area to go long. Let me write it for hour long, please. So that is my area of interest to go long for tomorrow. Even if we use a Fibonacci tool, we can clearly see that this area right here is in an optimal trade entry area. But I mainly draw my Fibonacci on bullish FU candle or at the start of a Quasimodo pattern or at the start of a head and shoulder pattern. And we can mainly see another head and shoulder pattern in this area. So if we make use of our Fibonacci tool, we can clearly see that this area is the optimal trading entry. It is literally the optimal trading area to go long. But I'm not a Fibonacci trader, but I'm just showing you guys something. So, but when we look at the 1-hour chart and we focus at price action from this area, we can see a classic bearish breaker block that failed. And whenever you see a bearish breaker block fails, it is giving you more indication that price action is bullish and that we aren't ready to go down yet. And we should only focus on long, on going long, and we should only focus on catching the buys, buying at the bottoms and exiting at the top. So going to the 30-minute chart, I'll be focusing this bearish breaker block more. So we broke the resistance area and the resistance will turn into support. And going on to the 50-minute chart, we can also see another mitigation block in this area. So this is a very sensitive area to go long for tomorrow. So for tomorrow, I will be waiting to go long from this area, and I will be also waiting to go long at this 50-minute fair value gap. And your stop loss will be basically below this low. So these are my two main areas to go long for tomorrow and Friday. But of course, you can refine it further to the 5-minute chart, but I'll be only keeping it on the 50-minute chart. If you want to refine it further, you can do that yourself. And I hope that you guys like my forecasting on gold because all my previous videos were on point. And I want you guys to subscribe to my channel, like the videos, and share it to your friends and family. And also follow me on Telegram for more daily updates on gold. Till another day.